Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Echo, as you all should know by now, and welcome to a fan requested video. Now, many of you have requested for me specifically to make an XP farm tutorial or a mob grinder tutorial. Now, I want to start off by saying, disclaimer, I am not the original creator of this XP farm or grinder I am creating. I don't know who created it. This tutorial has been around on YouTube for a very long time, but I simply want to show you guys because you guys asked me from Soldier Adventures, how on earth did you create your skeleton XP farm? So if this tutorial does help you in any shape, way or form, be sure to hit that like button. Again, I do not take credit for this build. I'm simply showing you guys out there how this works. So I'm in creative. This is basically for an example of a survival tutorial. Now, my first and best advice when you do find a spawner is place a light source on top of a skeleton spawner or a zombie spawner. Now, another word of advice, guys, I would pick using a skeleton spawner over a zombie spawner any day of the week, because it seems like on Minecraft Console Edition, skeletons spawn twice as much as zombies do. I don't know why. I don't know why they did that, meaning that you get more XP, and also they drop arrows, bows, and bones, which seem to be a lot more effective than the boring zombies and rotten flesh. I feel like you get more XP from a skeleton too, but it's up to you. You can do this for skeletons and zombies, it's down to you. Spiders, however, do not work with this specific tutorial. So what we need to do is first off is make a 9x9 room. So exactly every single side should have 4 on each one. So as you can see, there's 3 here, 3 here, and 3 here. We need to go out each one by one. So I'm going to break out each one by one, so it should be a total of 9 by 9 by 9 by 9. So it's going to be a 9 by 9 room. So let's just break out all of these. I'm going to show you this step by step. Again, if you are doing this in survival, feel free to pause at any point. This will take not too long in survival because I did it in Soldier Adventures within 1 hour. But in creative, it's very simple and easy and effective. So if you want to test it in creative, feel free to do so. Make this room as big as when I mean big, as high as you want. I try and keep it between, let's just say 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 blocks high is the way I have it. It just seems to be best for me. I'm just going to break all of these. I'm going to keep the room lit up so no skeletons do spawn, and just break all this out. So yeah, my advice would be to do it with the skeleton spawner because they spawn twice as fast. They seem to spawn a lot faster on Console Edition than they do with zombies. So let's just break this. And that looks good to me. Alright, so next part is we're going to be going down by 2. So go down 2 and break out the whole room. I don't know why, but this is just it just seems to be the most effective way. Again, it's exactly the same on Minecraft PC. So this works for all versions: Minecraft PS Vita, Minecraft 360, PS1, PS4, PS3, Xbox 360, and Xbox One, of course, and obviously the PC version as well. So let's just break all of these. Alright then, so once you've done this, try not to break any more of the blocks than you need to. This is the next decision, is deciding whereabouts you're going to be standing on the XP farm. For example, if you're standing over there, mining your zombies from over there, you want it to go up like this and then back over and down. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, let's say we'll have it, let's see what's down here real quick, right? There's something there, so we're not going to have it there. We're going to have it this way. It'll be a lot easier if we have it this way. Yeah, very easy, very simple. All right, so next stage is going to be grab some water and grab some signs. I think it's like 20, I think it's a total of, let's try and figure this out, 11 or 12 signs and 11 buckets of water, or maybe a little bit more water. So break out this trench here, put water at this point, and put water at this point, and basically where it meets, you're breaking this out. Now you can do this as much as you want, but I say do it about 3, and then obviously what I would say here is place a sign right here, and then place a bucket of water here. Now, the only problem here is I do suggest putting another sign here, because basically what will happen is the skeletons, they will start spawning, they'll get pushed down here, they'll push each other over here and then up here. So that's how it's going to work. So what I'm going to do for the sake of this tutorial is I'm going to dig quite high up just to show you guys the space that you're going to need. You won't need to do this. You can do this like this if you want, but I'm just going to go quite a bit here, and then I'm going to go back down and show you guys exactly how it works. It may be a little bit dark for you, so I do apologize. So it's going to be, how it works is it's going to be sign, water, sign, water, sign, water. So what you can do here, you can actually put one there. I think that will work if I put one here. Yep, it should work. I wonder if I break this. I'm going to test something. Yep, there's another example. All right, change the plan, guys. Sorry there. Have it go in 3. Put a sign here and then a sign on the bottom. And then we're going to do sign. Oops, wrong place for the sign. Definitely a wrong place for a sign there. It goes water there, my apologies. And then we're going to have sign up here. And then we're going to go up a little bit. I'm going to show you guys, and it's going to be water. Sign. Water. Sign. Water. Sign. Water. Oops. Let me see how many we've done here. So you're going up 11 signs to be specific. So let's just say we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, this is going to be the 6th one. So this will be 6. Done. 7. Done. 8. 9. 10. And then one more. 11. Done. And then put one more water on there. So to make sure you got it right, you got 1 sign, 2 sign, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, so that's perfect. That's spot on. All right, so basically, again, we're going to go up this way, and we're going to come basically all the way down, and our farm will be here. So that's how it's going to work. So that's how it's going to work. Remember that. Go in 3, go up 11 signs and 11 waters. All right, so the next tip for this is make sure you definitely go face this way. You'll know then which way to go. What you want to do is, what we do here is we break this here. I'm going to break it until the water stops. But my advice again, block off above you so they don't start bopping up and down in the water. So break this until the water stops. As you can see, the water stops there. Again, next part, break that down. And do exactly the same again until the water stops. Right, that's too much. Break this here, put that there, and put that there so they don't start bopping up and down. All right, I'm hoping that you guys can see, and you guys have been able to see from that point. It is quite dark. Remember, it's going to be quite dark. So it's basically go up 11 on the water until the water stops. Do another water until it stops. All right, at the next point, this is the important thing. Naturally, you can go down to 21. However, I feel if you go down to around about 23, it's kind of like a one hit. So this is down to you here. Between 21 and 23, possibly 24 as well. So we're going to go down 23. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And on the 24th one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a slab. Now, this is a test here. We're actually going to test this bit. So what I'm going to do here is, first off, find the slab. Where is it? We're just going to use this. And then put that there, and my Xbox is picking up. Now, these are I just lit this area up, so I'm going to break this out for a second, just so I know where I'm working from. I'm going to leave that blank like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way back. You will have to probably go all the way back about once or twice. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom. I'm going to break I'm going to break the light source to test if this does work. So basically, they'll be sucked up into that. It does work. Trust me. You'll see. You'll see exactly how this works. As you can see there, the water's going to push them up. Break the light source. So break this, break this, break this, break this, and break this. All right. The last thing, in fact, I've actually done something completely wrong here and forgot to do it. My apologies. Is obviously put water all against this wall, obviously to push them. My apologies there, guys. Water on the back wall, just to push them into the trench. That was a very noob mistake there. So they're all going to be pushed down. As you can see, they're being pushed. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go all the way up and beat them. I'm going to beat the skeletons or zombies, depending on what you were doing. I'm going to go all the way down here. Oh, one's already been here. So I'm going to get rid of him. So as you can see here, the skeleton, we need to go back that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig this way. And what we're going to do here is go 1, 2, 3. Let's just say to about here. That'll do. I just want to quickly see if this worked. It should have worked. They should all land on there. And it instantly kills them. All right, so what we need to do is test it, go up a little bit more. In fact, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try and put it here. See if this worked. So 24 instantly kills them, which you don't want. Just remember that. And that one's killing them instantly again. So go up one more, which we're going to go to about there. I'm going to put this here. It's still instantly killing them. Some of them are instantly killing and some of them aren't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it there. Hopefully this will be the last time we have to test this. As you can see, I'm basically one hit, kill. So I think we went down 24, 23. Put it on the 22. Yes, 22. And what you want to do is, because the spawner is, if I'm correct, it should be back this way. I'm trying to remember if it was back this way. In fact, no, it wasn't. So the spawner, if they've come down that way, I think the spawner may be back this way. Trying to figure out which way it is. That's the only problem here. Need to figure out which way the spawner was. Is it this way? It's in one of these directions. So you need to figure out where the spawner is. It's around here somewhere. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to double check whereabouts it is. So the spawner is that way. So it's this way. Okay. As you can see, they're starting to spawn. The rate is actually crazy spawn rate. Put that there so they don't spawn. It should be this way. I believe it should be this way. Or is it this way? I'm trying to literally figure out which way it is, but it doesn't really matter too much. I'm saying it's this way. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to kill all these. I'm going to show you guys something real quick here. So as you can see, they're dropping quite fast. So the next important thing here is to stay on level. So let's just say we're going to break this one. And we're going to leave that there. And you're going to say that we're going to work on this block. So for the sake of this, we're going to go, oops, this here. Oops, let's just quickly kill all these. So you can see how fast they've already started to spawn. They spawn super quick. I put that there. They won't hit you for now. And I'm going to break these. I think the spawn is definitely this way. Meaning that basically if you stand more back, they will spawn a lot quicker. So obviously the most important thing is making sure you have your area cleaned out. Just quickly get rid of these again. Put that there, just for now. In fact, I'm going to work with these slabs. Just seems to be a lot easier to keep them trapped in. Alright, so next important thing is to make your space. So I would say from the point, say above me is going to be the water, and then they drop there. Come back about 4 or 5 blocks and just literally stand there and watch the zombies or the skeletons stack up and watch your XP and everything else just mount up. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to block this off. You can actually put some light here. It doesn't really matter if you have light back here. And watch them spawn. Alright guys, so I'll be back in around about 5 minutes time to show you how many do spawn. I'm going to switch over to survival and show you how many do spawn right here. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so welcome back. Within a couple of minutes I'll be switching from from creator to survival. A lot of skeletons have spawned. Now the 14 levels that we have are from killing the skeletons before, so ignore that. But basically I'm going to show you how much you get. So I'm going to be using a torch to kill them because it literally is a couple of hits. This will save the durability on your weapons. Like I said, the spawn rate of skeletons seems to be twice as much compared to anything else. Not only will you get XP from this, but you'll also be getting pickups such as bones, arrows. You'll end up with a whole bunch of bows. You'll end up with lots and lots of different things. So within a matter of a couple of minutes, guys, you've seen how many zombies were there. Skeletons, should I say. It's exactly the same for zombies. So you shouldn't have any problems at all. I do hope this tutorial helped. I apologize if I missed any steps out or I went in great detail. But basically, guys, a 9x9 room. At one end of the room, you'll simply putting a a fort, or should I say like a barrier like this, and you're going to put the water in there to meet in the middle. Once it meets in the middle, you're going to go in about 3 or 4, and then you're going to be working up and then coming back down. So look, nearly level 30 within the space of what, a couple of minutes of waiting. You'll be on your way to full enchantments in no time. Some of them do glitch out, so you can probably make your area like this a little bit more, I don't know, user-friendly. This was just basic for a tutorial. So if you guys did enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button. Again, for the third and final time, I am not the original creator of this XP farm / grinder. I've seen it on YouTube many years ago. A lot of you have been asking for it, even though it's already on YouTube. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.